You seem surprised by that.
Not at all.
Tell my listeners the story about when you were around age 14 or 15. Elvis proposes that you should live at Graceland.
You've really done your homework.
But what's the challenge between playing smart versus trying too hard?
Great question.
You put your own band together called Joyful Noise. You get signed by Capitol Record. You record 2 songs for a 45, and the band breaks up.
You certainly have done your research. I think you're the only person on earth that knows that.
Who were trying to swindle Travis into a double deal.
Yeah. Well, Tommy, I have to honestly thank you for, reading this book, obviously, and paying close attention to it. That's really impressive.
Your genres are country, Christian, and pop, but not really country. How do you describe your music?
I'm so glad that you asked that. And, I really respect that from you as well, because, I get a lot of people, they want to make me country.
Oh, it's a delight. It's really nice to speak with you, and I'm so glad we got the audio straightened out. I was freaking away. I do that before every close quote performance. I get very worried, and then everything works out wonderfully. So thank you for doing it.
One of my sources in that book was Dan Moldea.
Oh.
And I listened to your podcast with him, and I just was blown away with it. And I thought that was the best summary of the Hoffa disappearance that anybody could find anywhere. If anybody wants an authoritative summary of the Jimmy Hoffa disappearance, go to Before the Lights and check out that podcast, because it was just outstanding.
Him coming over and showing you his dad's gun. That was when you were living at Sunrise Villas.
Yes, you know that.
I did some research, Geno.
You got that right.
And did you guys actually shoot that into your fireplace at a Target?
That's correct.
Speaking of Cleopatras and Riviera, were you also at Paddle Wheel?
Paddle dump, yes.
Paddle dump?
That's what we used to call it, the paddle dump. How do you know about the paddle dump?
I've been around this town for a while.
Wow.
Well, Tommy, I really appreciate it. I love your show. I'm honored to be one of your guests, because the list of guests you've had is just so impressive, and you run such a great show. So thank you so much for having me.
And then to be here with you, Tommy, to talk about this is a great moment. This interview will go down in history.